Welcome into another video where I go through and test all the weapons inside of Black Ops 6 to see how viable these are for all of you to be using within the Zombies game mode. So if you're new to my channel, welcome. I truly appreciate you stopping by. Consider smashing that subscribe button, turning on the bell notifications, as you're not going to want to miss out any future uploads from myself. Now down below in the description, you can find two awesome things. Number one being the Zhorde community Discord that is based upon players helping out other players. Sounds like a good fit. Check out the description for the link. As well, you can find the link for my streams over on Twitch down below. I'd love to see you guys pop in as well. You may have noticed I have started recently streaming to YouTube as well, so you guys can check those out and hope to see you all in stream. Now in today's video, I'm going to be diving in and checking out probably my least used shotgun inside of Black Ops 6. Why? Because of the changes you're seeing on screen they made for Season 4 Reloaded. So we're going to take the Marine SP today, and we're going to take it from just base rarity through each and every damage level along the way, so you have a really good feel for how this weapon progresses as you go through your Zombies games. And then at the end of the match, we're going to be using this at maximum damage output inside of Black Ops 6 with a perkaholic. So stick through to the end of the video to see how well this weapon performs when it is maxed out. So without further ado, let's dive into the Marine SP review video today. Welcome into today's video. Thanks so much for tuning in. You're looking at the Marine SP with the multiplayer Dark Matter camo on there and the Vault Edition blueprint for the Marine SP, which has probably one of the coolest inspections. So after the changes, we're looking at, what, 60 on a crit shot with the Marine, which is pretty darn good, I gotta say. That's not bad right off the rip. Like, we're having no problems. I mean, for a shotgun, it's got the spread, right? So it's not necessarily just crit shot, because you're going to hit more than just in the head. You're going to also do body shots when you do this. So definitely not too bad. But let's go and push this to green rarity now and see what kind of damage numbers this is going to present us with. All right, so that takes us up to a solid 90 on a crit shot with just green rarity. Let's get a bunch of zombies together and see how it performs with a group. You should be able to kind of go through a bunch of them with the shotguns, like no matter which one you're using. I just don't use the Marine very often because it's not fully automatic and because the reload time is slow. That's just one of the reasons why I don't use it. But I did kind of change my tune. Make sure you're watching all the way through, because this changed my opinion on it today. At one point when I tried to, just kind of camp it out with this shotgun, I was definitely pretty impressed with how well it handled being, just in one area. All right, so bumping it to Pack-a-Punch takes it to 18 in your mag and 80 in reserve. So we're now Pack 1 green. What's the damage? 336 is what we're looking at, Pack 1 green. All right, so how is that going to be handling a bunch of zombies here? On round 9, Pack 1 green. We're pretty much just one blasting everything in front of us, which is awesome. I'm seeing 150s and 160s on body shots and armor shots, and 336 on the crit shots at Pack 1 green. So definitely some decent damage with this, 100%. But this right here is one of the reasons why I don't like this weapon. The reload, it just takes so long. But yeah, I mean, like, it definitely will mow through stuff. Shotguns are definitely a blast to use. Like, probably some of the most fun games I've had is running shotguns. They're just, like, enjoyable to use. I don't know what it is about the weapon, but I definitely enjoy using the shotguns. So now we're taking it to blue, Pack 1. And that pushes us up to 448. Yeah, 448. So here we are, 14. Let's just kind of camp it out and see how does this shotgun handle it. It's not bad. Like, it's not too bad. Like, the reload's pretty darn good when you're able to, just continue to fire. But this is where you get, caught up. When you got to reload and you get a bunch of them right there, that can be a bit of an issue. Let's make sure we pick up that salvage. Definitely going to need that to keep upgrading this. We want to get legendary on here in Pack 3, so we're going to need all that salvage we can get. See if we can clear out the rest of them without much problems. Yeah, this is just shredding. Blue, Pack 1, no problems at all. That is awesome. All right, so let's dive in and take this now to Epic, Pack 1, and see how is this going to perform. You know, how's the damage going to be? We got our first Elder Disciple here on round 16. Let's see how we do. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 shots. And that's your Elder done on round 16. So definitely not bad. Like, that's some really decent damage for sure. And that was like a stress-free removal of an Elder Disciple. That was definitely not much of a problem at all. But I mean, you can see like this now is incredibly strong. And the Marine has always been pretty strong. It's been kind of the reload and the fire rate that's kind of hampered this compared to, you know, the Maelstrom and the ASG, which have been, you know, top shotguns for a while, and possibly at some point they've been top weapons inside of Black Ops 6 Zombies. So the Marine's kind of just been sitting by the wayside for me, but I wanted to show you all because this is definitely something you can bring in, and it is going to absolutely create carnage for you, which is awesome to see. I had tons of fun recording this run and using the Marine, which I honestly can't believe I'm saying at this point with how bad this was early on in the life cycle of Black Ops 6. So now we're at Epic Pack 2. 4? No, that's not right. What am I getting for damage? 1,000? It's got to be over 1,000. The 13 I saw? Yeah, 1,344 Epic Pack 2 per shot. And you can see how many crit shots pop up when we hit them in the line. So you can definitely get through a bunch of zombies with each shot with this shotgun, which is awesome. Like you can see, I'm just kind of walking towards the group and just blasting through them all without any real concern, aiming nothing, just kind of spray and pray and take care of everything. Look at that. That was remarkable. All of round 19 right there. Absolutely awesome. I love when you get finicky salvage. It's just like the strangest places possible. Like, how does it drop underneath those stairs? I don't get it. But we're going to take this now to Legendary Pack 2. 1792. 1,792 on a crit shot. Round 27. Can we just sit here and camp it out? Let's find out. I'm kind of curious to see how this is going to work. I should be able to kind of just continue to blast through everything in front of me. Let's see, not too bad. I think 3 plate. Yeah, it's not something you can just kind of stand there with. Maybe with double tap you might be able to do that strategy, but definitely not something I was having success with right there. You can see once they started to really funnel in at a crazy pace, I was unable to kind of keep up with the carnage just because of having to reload with this. But I mean, just to be able to stand there for part of round 27 in one spot and just dish out the damage to the zombies with a shotgun, especially the Marine, definitely eye-opening. I was surprised to see that, that's for sure. But yeah, now we're at Legendary Pack 2. Almost 2,000 a crit shot. No problem. Like, that was so many I just blasted through right there with the shotgun. This is one of the most enjoyable weapons I found recently in my games to go ahead and run. You know, stepping away from some of the metas for a bit, the Striders, the Grakovas. I wanted to jump in and try, you know, something a little bit different just to get a different, you know, vibe when running zombies inside of Black Ops 6. Let me know if you do that from time to time. You know, you switch up the weapons you've been using, the ones you're comfortable with, and go with just, you know, off the charts kind of strange weapon selection for yourself. I'd like to do it from time to time just to kind of make the game feel fresh again for myself. But yeah, there we go. Finished off round 27. No problems. Legendary Pack 2. All right, let's push it up to max damage. Here we are. Legendary Pack 3. What are we going to be looking at for damage on our zombie? 3,584. That is remarkable damage. All right, so round 29, max damage. Before we go and pick up the rest of our perks inside of Black Ops 6, you know, Deadshot, Double Tap to increase damage and fire rate. Let's see how we handle Elder Disciple on round 29. I was about 10 shots to remove that Elder Disciple on round 29, which isn't too bad. It might have been a little bit quicker had that Elder Disciple stayed stationary for the duration of me trying to take it out, but it did move a little bit, which caused me to reposition and miss a few shots. So, but not bad overall to be able to take out an Elder Disciple on round 29. Like, just no issues whatsoever. That is awesome to see. Now we got a nice group of zombies. So let's go ahead and fire into the group of zombies and see how does this Marine do. Let's see. We should be able to kind of just pedal backwards and just mow through the horde. And you can see like double tap's definitely going to increase that fire rate. And I feel like that's really going to push this through. Ooh, we got our second Elder Disciple now around 29. And I don't have a decoy. And my charge, Ether Shroud, is not charged. So this is going to take a little bit of strategy here to get this Elder out of our way. Let's get stock option in just so I can continue to get the shots in on the Elder when I have the opportunity. I don't want to be stuck reloading here. Where'd the Elder go? There you are. Trying to hide from me in your group of zombies. What is that? But I mean, look at this. We're just shredding anything that we point and shoot at with this shotgun. Look at the damage we're able to get per shot on that Elder. Just taking chunks off his health. Now, we're not as close as I would have liked to be, but yeah. I mean, this is remarkable. Look at that. Boom, no problems. 2 Elder Disciples taken out on round 29 without much problem with the Marine SP. The changes they made to this for Season 4 Reloaded, I definitely feel like have improved the usability of this shotgun inside of Black Ops 6 for zombies. It's got some speed to it. It feels a little bit more fluid to use throughout the rounds, especially when you get double tap and Deadshot Daiquiri on there. You know, all of the perks to make this weapon just as strong as it can possibly be. But Deadshot and double tap definitely help, you know, make it feel just that much more fluid to use. All right, round 35, we have all of our perks, Deadshot and double tap to increase that fire rate, which you can see right there. That is some incredible fire rate. We're in spawn on round 35, and we are just standing in spawn with the Marine SP and just dishing out the damage. This is absolutely remarkable. I did not even think that, you know, this type of gameplay would be possible with the Marine SP, just based on how slow it had been before, but it definitely feels a lot more fluid to use right now. And when you get your Perkaholic set inside of Black Ops 6 Zombies, this thing is definitely awesome, fun to use, and you can take out just anything at the end of your barrel with absolutely no problems whatsoever. That is absolutely remarkable. Now puts us up over 4,103 on a crit shot with Deadshot Daiquiri and all of your perks inside of Black Ops 6. So max damage, you're looking at over 4,000 on a crit shot with 18 rounds in your magazine. You definitely have a ton of carnage sitting inside of that barrel of this Marine SP shotgun. All right, so let's make our way to Xville today and see, are we going to get an Amalgam? Are we going to get another Elder Disciple? I'm kind of hoping we get an Amalgam. What do we get? Hello? Xville? All right, there we go. Oh, we got an Elder. Man, 2. Yeah, I mean, I put Deadshot or Deadwire on there. What a difference that makes. Holy smokes. I just melted that Elder around 36. That was incredible. Throw on some free fire so we can just kind of clear out everything here at the Xville without any problems. As you can see with free fire, this is absolutely remarkable. Absolutely remarkable.
This is a weird career pivot for me.
Just anything in front of you. Boom. Done. Boom, 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 boom. This is awesome. Definitely something I would recommend you give a try to now inside of your games if you've been, you know, hesitant like myself to kind of run the Marine because it's been slow and just not something that felt viable inside of Black Ops 6. Give it a run now with the changes for Season 4 as I showed on screen earlier in the video. I definitely feel like you'll change your tune on this weapon as well, and it may just become one of your go-to shotguns inside of Black Ops 6. Let me know your thoughts on that down below in the comment section. As well, a massive thank you to each and every one of you for the support. Content has been a little bit slow over the last month. For that, I've just kind of taken some time. But we are back to the grind now. So thank you all for the support. We're fast approaching that 6,300 subscriber mark. So thanks so much for tuning in today, and we'll catch you in the next one.